Hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you another Walking Dead character video, and today we will be covering the character who set the theme for Season 4, and that character is of course Clara. And I'm also going to be talking about Clara's husband Eddie too, although we never really see him. Clara is of course female. She is played by Kerry Condon. She is early 30s and first appeared in 30 Days Without an Accident. Eddie is male, has no actor, no idea of his age, but likely early 30s probably, or something similar. And first appeared in 30 Days Without an Accident as well. Before the outbreak, both Clara and Eddie lived in Ireland, and they met and got married just before the outbreak began. For their honeymoon, they planned to go to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico, but their connecting flight in Atlanta was stopped because of the zombie outbreak. During the outbreak, Clara and Eddie survived in a camp in the woods fairly close to the prison. They were forced to eat rotten food, animal carcasses, and actively avoided people. But Eddie at some point died, and Clara chopped his head off and kept his zombie head and fed it. Possibly with other people, it's sort of loosely implied. She was struggling to find food for her and Eddie when she met Rick. In Season 4, Clara finds a boar and inspects it, but then turns around to see Rick and asks him for help. She asks Rick to help her bring the boar back to her camp, but Rick gives her a sandwich instead. She asks if she can join Rick's group, but Rick first wants to speak to Eddie, believing him to be an actual living person, and also to ask them the famous 3 questions, obviously, as well. He pats her down for weapons and only finds her tiny knife, which he hands it back to her, and warns her if she tries anything, she won't win. They walk through the woods back to Clara's camp, and she explains Eddie sacrificed everything for her and tells Rick the hardships of her and Eddie's survival. She then asks Rick if they can come back from the things they've done, and he tells her he hopes so. They arrive at the camp, and Clara talks to zombie Eddie, telling him she's got food for him, and attacks Rick with her tiny little knife. But Rick sidesteps her, and she falls to the floor. Rick holds her at gunpoint and sees Eddie's zombie head under that rag or bag or whatever it is, and Clara explains that she wanted the boar, but she could get Rick to the camp quicker to feed Eddie. She pleads with Rick not to stop her from turning, and Clara then does this. No! After stabbing herself, Clara begins to slowly die, and she asks Rick what were the 3 questions. Rick asks them the last answer, why she's done the things she's done. She says, you don't get to come back from the things. Clara then dies. Rick leaves both Clara and Eddie in the woods. Clara eventually turns into a walker, and when the battle of the prison happens, Clara can be seen as one of the walkers walking throughout the prison. In both the episodes After and Inmates, Clara can be seen amongst the zombie herd that overruns the prison. She is likely still wandering the prison unless another survivor has gone there and put her down since. Eddie, though, is most likely still a zombie head in the woods. Clara and Eddie were both minor 1-episode characters, with Clara spilling into a few episodes as a walker. Not much we can take from Eddie, but like I said before, Clara does set the theme for the season. That theme being too far gone and not being able to come back from the things we do. A message throughout the first half of Season 4 that ended with the governor saying liar and killing Herschel. But it was also present through the latter half as well, with Joe's group and even the cannibals. I think in this sense, I actually really loved Clara's inclusion. Sure, she's not a massive character, but her spiral into what she became is kind of tragic, and sets the theme, like I said. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode on Clara and Eddie. Tell me your thoughts on them, and I shall see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.